Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm going to wait a little while and just until some people come on. So, hi. How is your Friday or Thursday? Which part of the world are you? Hello, hello, hello. Let's wait for some people to come on and then when we can get this party started. So, today we'll be looking at the three lifestyle types. I'm not saying that they're the only lifestyles that they're there. Hi, Mwewa. Hi. First one to jump on. Good morning. Hi. A little wave there. Would you like to come in with me? Are you? Hi. So we'll be looking at the three lifestyles that are out there, and I would like to know which one are you on and what are your challenges? What are your challenges? Feel free to come in, join me with a video. You can comment, we can talk, look for solutions together with whatever you're facing right now concerning the three lifestyles. So the first one is the one where you want to achieve because you want life on your terms, meaning you have to hustle. Hustle, but at the same time, be smart while you're working at it. The second lifestyle will be just someone who is easy and, they really don't care. It's like whatever. And they could do with a 9 to 5 job for the rest of their time, and they're good with that. And it could be just someone who is not just intense about everything. The third is that person that wants a great life, luxurious lifestyle, or a lifestyle on their terms, and they like great things, they like expensive stuff, but they don't want to do anything for it. Yes, it does exist. I won't claim that doesn't exist. So, three types of lifestyles, and examples I would give, are when it comes to the first one, the first lifestyle, that's a person, a hustler, and someone who's just very ambitious, they want life on their own terms. An example would be Beyonce, would be Jay-Z, would be Steve Jobs, would be, I'm mentioning big names because I have to use names that you will know. Yes, so it's not like that's something I'm measuring as to, no, but just as a reference. Yes, those who are ambitious, it could be someone in business, they want life on their own terms, and they like great things. Hi, Everesto, how are you? And the other one, they could just deal with just doing their bills, and they're okay with simple things of life. They're not that ambitious, they just want to get on by, and there's nothing wrong with any of this. The third one is those people who like expensive stuff, great stuff, but they do not believe in the hustle, and they just don't want to deal with it. And let's look at the path on how to get on these lifestyles. The first one, life of a hustler. We're talking about Steve Jobs, Beyonce's, Jay-Z. We're talking about Rihanna's. We're talking about Oprah Winfrey. People like that are hungry to do something that is more than just themselves, and it grows big. And you have to put in the work, and you have to remember that when it comes to such, you can have a great mind, but you need someone, a coach, anything, a mentor to take you steps. And when you outgrow a mentor and a person, you go to the next level and the next level, and that's the way it is. That's how those people did it. And apart from those people, let's look at the person who is just looking for a regular life, easy peasy, and that person doesn't need much. They don't mind, just having the regular life. And for them, they could get a job, be secure with that, and work their days in, just have the normal lifestyles that most of us have had before. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's very they don't have to be stressed. It's just going to work, do the job, get the payment, and that's it. If it's a business, they're okay with just a certain limit, a ceiling, and then they're good with that. And then when it comes for the third type that wants a luxurious life, wants a good life, but doesn't want to do anything, if you're a girl and you're a guy, I know you can do it, because there are people out there who just seek partners who can do everything for them, and all they do is look pretty, look good, and you have to have the right tools and strategies for that type of lifestyle as well. But normally, you're not the full architect of your life. You have a limit on what you can do, how you present yourself, what you can say, how much opinions you can put out there, because it's about the partner who's more powerful. It goes both ways for ladies and for men. So, which lifestyle do you like or do you want to have, and what are your blocks? Let's talk about it. Let's brainstorm, and even if it's just perspectives. But whatever you do, we're not bashing anyone, we're not criticizing anyone, we're just analyzing, trying to understand what works for you and why does it work for you? Why can't the others work for you? Stuff like that. So 3 lifestyles. Life of a hustler, someone who wants life on their terms. The second one, life of someone who just wants a regular life and they don't mind, everything is easy peasy. It's not like easy peasy, but they're not ambitious to go further. They're not hungry, they're not like, I want to be a millionaire. So nothing wrong with that. And the third is someone who looks for people or a partner who can compensate for that. And some people, it's not just looking for partners. There are people who are comfortable with just being on the asking side. It could be relatives, it could be friends. You have some people who are just comfortable begging, comfortable asking. It's always, oh, can I have that? Oh, I like your hair. Oh, that's a nice shoe. Can I have your shoe? Oh, that's a lovely. They'll always be dressed. They'll always look nice, but nothing on their body like came from their own. It's either snatched from someone's body, and they're comfortable. That's a lifestyle. Nothing wrong with it. Everybody has a right to be who they want to be. So, what's your ideal lifestyle? Let's talk about the challenges as I'm waiting for someone to come online and have a little talk. So with all the 3 lifestyles I've mentioned, the lifestyle of a hustler, someone who's very ambitious, not just hustling for hustling, but someone who's very ambitious and seeks financial freedom, and a lifestyle of the next level. And there's just a regular, ordinary lifestyle where it's just, you do your bills, you go do ordinary stuff, and that's very okay. And with that, someone just needs a good job and be good at their job and stuff like that. The third lifestyle is a lifestyle where it's all about flaunting, all about having the great life, but not really doing the physical work to get the money. It's just about having a partner who can do that for you. So what's your ideal lifestyle between the 3? Hustler, just a regular life, or having someone do stuff for you? Which one is it? Feel free to come online. Let's talk. And then if you're going to point out a lifestyle, give me a block that you have with it, like some things that you can't see, and I will help you map it out. So this is a live session, and if you were coming to me, let's say on a coaching session, and I was asking you more to give you a better guideline, obviously it will be more in depth. This is just more like generalized, but I will do my best to give you some tools and some ways to get around doing stuff, some pointers. So are you looking to have a life of financial freedom, and are you looking to work for that lifestyle, put in the work and actually do everything it takes you to get to where you want to be? Or do you want a lifestyle where it's just a regular job and you just put in the hours and you don't have to worry about where the money comes from? It's a paycheck. And then do you want a lifestyle where you want great things but you put nothing on the table? You're more on the receiving end. All these lifestyles do happen. They've happened for generations. It's just about knowing what you want and how to go about it to attain what you want. Personally, I am a very ambitious person, personally, and I love things on my own terms. I am a little opinionated. I have my thoughts on things, and I like things to be a certain way because I know my code. I know what makes me tick. I know what makes me do better. So I am on the ambitious type, and I believe on putting in my own work. It doesn't make me better than someone who has another strategy of how to attain their wealth or how to have that comfortable life. Everybody is different. So the best and the first foot forward, the first step is understanding what is your ideal lifestyle. Because if you don't understand, you will find yourself in places and seeking advice from people who are not aligned with the goal you want. So if you want financial freedom, success, and you are very ambitious when it comes to money, you like putting in the work, you can do what it takes to get there. Align yourself and only get advice from people who have the same mindset, same mentality. They've been on that path. Maybe they've acquired something, and they know what you need to get from point A to point B. And then when it comes to someone who just wants a regular life, and then you have maybe difficulties, it could be family, it could be with a job, maybe you're trying to get a better job or stuff like that. You just want a regular life. You have to look into things that serve that niche or that lifestyle that you want. You have to know what you would be giving up. What are the pros? What are the cons? What type of mindset do you need to have around that? And the same goes for the people who want a luxurious life, who want a good life, but don't want to put in the work. They believe in having a partner. It could be a man, because there are women who help and take care of men, and there are men who look and take care of women. There's no right or wrong. I'm not the judge and jury. All I know are paths for all the three. So if you have a certain lifestyle you want, between being a hustler, are you ambitious for financial freedom? Are you a person just wanting a regular life but maybe just wants a little bit more leeway? Are you a person who looks for the great life but don't believe in actually being the one who puts the bread on the table? Which one of you is that? And or what would you like to know about those, like the pros and cons? And I can really hone in on the one thing that you're very curious about or on the journey already, and we could play around with that. So which one is it? Anybody? Is anybody courageous enough or willing to have this conversation where we could just discuss the pros, the cons, the path, what someone needs to attain that lifestyle? Because every lifestyle has rules. That's a fact. You have to know the rules and you have to play according to the rules. If your mindset, your behavior doesn't suit one, and it's a little harder to attain what you want. So for example, let's say if you like dressing a certain way, let's say you like ripped jeans all over, you want tattoos all over, and you're a lady, you want that mohawk, that cool fun stuff. You like your hair different colors every day, and at the same time you want that elite lifestyle. That look will not fit in that society. Finding that partner will be harder, because even if you do have that partner, you would be someone they would hide and not really show off. And people in that area looking for a woman, they want a lady to be like a trophy girlfriend, a trophy wife, someone to show off. Vice versa with a man, you have to look a certain way. People who are looking to just have a regular life and do bills, such a person needs a partner who will be working. You can't have a complete dependent, because the economy is the economy and living in a life where we're in a capitalist system. It's very challenging to lean towards one person for all bills. It's very challenging. So if you want the regular lifestyle, you're easy peasy, you're not that ambitious, and you can't afford to cater for another person. Your mindset is, why should I do stuff where you can get a job? You know, if you have that mindset, that's a regular lifestyle. You would need to find a partner who believes in work as well, and then it could be maybe 50-50 or all contributing to the table, and you know, you make your kingdom. So there are rules to that, but you have to know. If you know, it will be easier for you to seek out partner and create a life for people around you that support the goal you want. Because at times, if you've noticed, you'll find one person is doing something and the other people are not doing anything, and then there's always complaining, imbalance. It's just that usually we don't take the time to know what we want. And the moment you know what you want, that's why if you look at the other video we had, we spoke about having goals. When you have your goals, it helps pave a path on what you can do and what you should let go of to have the life you want. So that's one of the things. I'm trying to add someone. Who did I? Okay, we'll see if someone comes on. Yeah, so you have to know this. That's why it's very important to have a goal. If you have a goal, you focus your energy onto the thing you want, and you get tools, strategies on how to get where you're going. Be with like-minded people, you'll reach your goal further. But if you have a goal where you want a regular, let's say, lifestyle, but you want a person, let's say, for lack of a better term, you want a lady who looks amazing, you know, she's always going to the spa, she looks beautiful because of the amount of work she puts on herself. And you want that type of woman, but at the same time, it's not complementing your lifestyle, you will have conflict. Because that person maybe might not believe in putting in the finances. Their job is to look amazing. It's to be a bombshell that you can have on your hand. You know, that's an example. So those are two lifestyle conflicts. You have to know where you're going. And if you're able to support that lifestyle, then you have to know, okay, how will I have this? If I'm going to have a regular 9 to 5 job or just a regular job, a regular lifestyle, how can I afford such a person because I want to be with such a person? So all these things might be small, but they play a major role in the big picture. And there might be the difference to what makes you move further, what gives you a peace of mind, and what makes the family grow as well in a more peaceful, cohesive area. So for people who are hustlers or people who are really ambitious, you have businesses or you're working on stuff and you really want to break that financial ceiling and you believe in putting in the work, your strategies to that person who just needs to be tagged along to someone else, let's say a lady or a man, your main goal is to play the part that will get you there. So it's about being strategic in your thinking and being for your goals. Let's say if you have to tag yourself in business opportunities, you have to let go of things that actually take away your resources, because for you to go further, you have to invest in the right things. I'll give you an example. If you want to break that ceiling, financial ceiling, regardless of where you are, regardless of the economy, it's very important to acknowledge that in the same economy, most people might be suffering, but there are some people who are flourishing. Some people may be connected to the governments or not, but there is a global market where anyone can participate. Anyone. It's just the questions you ask yourself. It's just the questions you put on the internet. Someone can be watching people dancing, people making fun of themselves, people cursing, you know, and someone might be looking for opportunities. It's about keywords. You know, how you use your LinkedIn, how you use your connections, and how you can grow up there. There are markets that you can tap into even outside your country, and you can have money coming in. And let me just put this in perspective. If you're that ambitious person and you need to break the financial ceiling and you want to break barriers, it will be wiser for you to invest in small courses, mentors of people who have achieved or who have an awareness of how you can move from where you are and how you can break what you have to go further than spending a $5,000 on a car. I'm not selling myself right now. It's just a perspective. Just follow me on this one. So if you have a business, let's say you have one business. I know most business owners reach a ceiling because they end up putting all their time and all their mind in the business, that they start working for the business instead of the business working for them. It's like without them, even if, let's say, for knock on wood, but let's say if something happened, the business dies. One of the few things someone can do to break that ceiling, when you have a small profit or income and you invest back, start investing in things that are which will open you up. It could be a course, it could be a seminar. In any country, there are many things online. It's about what you search. It will connect you to opportunities that maybe an opportunity that costs you, for example, let's say $300 or $400, compared to the car which you spend $10,000 on, even with the bad economies and stuff like that. Maybe after 3 months, 1 year, you start receiving income over and over. So it's about where you put your money. And some of these things you don't learn in school. Most of them anyway, you don't learn in school. And you learn that through experience on people who are on a similar path. So everybody in the world, remember, has had a mentor. It could be someone who just wants a luxurious life and they need on how to enter the higher class, the elites, or people who are well to do so they can have that lifestyle. You have to align yourself with people who think alike. If you're a person who just wants a regular lifestyle, you have to align with people who think like you. The women who you want to date, the wife you try to get and stuff, everything should be aligned. If you're already married and you're already in a position like that, because relationships do affect how you deal with your business, how you step up. It's very, very vital, very important that instead of complaining, you focus all that energy inwards. Work on yourself and stop expecting. When you stop expecting, you won't be disappointed. Be in the appreciation mode. Gratitude. You have no idea. People don't get it. Gratitude will open doors. Gratitude will show you more. Complaining will close doors. Sometimes the way we talk, the things we talk about, you might be talking with a place maybe who even has an answer to something that's happening with you. But if your mindset and you're always on the negative, always, people will disassociate and they'll think your brain and thinking is not ready, because if you always just think about problems, how can you go further? If you're looking for the ordinary lifestyle, the same. If you're looking for a luxurious lifestyle, being a sugar baby or being a guy who's going to be under the wing of a woman, you have to align yourself with people who think like that so that you don't have people who bash you. When you remove yourself with people who are in conflict with your thinking, you will go further. So, comments? Anybody with comments? Anybody wanting to come in? I wish one of you, whenever you're ready, come online with me. Give me a scenario or where you are in your life and let me help you, especially when I'm online. My goal is to help as many as possible, and I want to be that person that I didn't have maybe 10 years ago. From my past of going into things, I've had some try and errors. For example, my school, when you look at my school, I've spent more than $30,000 on school, and I've been buying this online course. So when it comes to reprogramming my brain on having a millionaire mindset and stuff like that, that was maybe over $2,000 cost. I've spent all that money and it's very good for me. Trust me, it's a game changer. It's really changed how I step up. And I've seen all this path, all these doors are open. And right now it's just about choosing which one is the right door. And I thought, other people putting this in perspective, instead of someone buying that Gucci belt for $500, buying that Louis Vuitton bag, buying that Benz or whatever, invest in things that will bring you more money, that will take you further. That's the difference. One of the key differences between people back home, because when it comes to Zambia and many African countries, we are consumers. We are not producers, we are consumers, unfortunately, mostly. And because of that mindset, we are always getting all these things that really don't benefit us. Okay, we'll look good, we'll dress up for the people we don't like and stuff like that, and that happens. But at the end of the day, 10 years from today, 5 years from today, is that money you spent made your life better? Has it given you more connections? Has it got you closer to your goal? Are you living your dream? And that's where I come in. That's where I come in. So even when I do come to Zambia, I will be having some seminars and stuff like that, especially in person. In December, yes, I will be coming. I would like to focus on how I can actually, rewire, just reframe on how we think of things, because Zambia is a sleeping giant. African countries are sleeping giants, and it's just the programming. From the time we had the independence, it's only a few years, about 50 something years. When you look at the Americans and the Europe's, they've had their independence, they've had this flourishing world where they have so much access for more than 100 years. There have been many failures, many people who've made it, and there are patterns. There are patterns to people who have made it, people who have failed, and stuff like that. And what would it cost you? For me, coming from Zambia, I didn't know. I didn't find a mentor here. I had to spend money to know what I know. And in my brain, there's some Tony Robbins, there's Dean Graziosis, there is what's that guy, Saraf? I have to check again, I've forgotten. And I've taken so many courses. There's Rich Dad Poor Dad, where I've had actually direct courses from them, and it's a lot of money I've spent. So what I do is, whatever information I have, I can't just die with it right there. I can't die with it. I have to share. And I need a scenario. I need someone to give me, to say, okay, Pauline, look, this is what I'm working on, or this is what I want, and this is my lifestyle. It could be even relationship. It could be personal. I've been in many situations before, and I have such an open mind, a diverse mind, that I'm willing to work with anyone. When I come on live, I'm not charging anything. I'm just having a conversation as I would with my friend, and I urge you, throw me a scenario. You don't, if you're not comfortable with talking about your life, that's why an inbox would be, where you question me, and then I'll tell you if I can work with you. But then that's consultation, that's business. But when I come live like this and I give this value to you, that empowers you, that shows you ways, and take it. Take it. What I'm saying is more than just someone who's had their face, all done up, great hair. It's value. Really. So, who's looking to come online? I only have 30 minutes. Once my 30 minutes is up, I will end this. So, which lifestyle would you like to hear more about? You can even put a comment in the comment section. Hi, Leo. Hi, Emmanuel. Hi, Maxwell. Leave a comment. That way I know my audience, and I focus on what your problem is, what your choke is. I can have messages or live sessions directed to what the comments say, so that I can give value on what you really need, because this is too broad. It's too everywhere. So when I come live, I would like someone, even if you can have a conversation with me, 2 minutes, 5, 10, 15, throw questions, let's ponder around it. And it can even be a little bit vague if you don't want to go that personal, So someone come online, leave a message, leave a comment if you don't come live. Or if you don't leave a comment, and if it's too personal, you're a very discreet person, a message in my inbox. And I could help you briefly. I could give you some value, but I wouldn't take so much time as I would when I'm having a one-on-one with a client. So please, I urge you, I'm here. Talk to me. Give me a scenario. Give me the goal you want, and I will show you the ways. I will show you the ways. I will show you the path. Just remember, like I said last time, have a goal. So you have some sense of direction. It's very important. It could be business. It could be career. It could be with family. Have a goal. So when you give me that goal, I can give you action steps that work for your goal. But whatever happens in life, you have to take charge by owning, taking the power and saying, you can do something about it. You have to refrain or work on not always pointing fingers at other people. If you do that, it won't take you far. Or if it does, you're going to be a very bitter person. So that's my 2 cents on that. It's been such amazing, this is such an amazing time speaking with you guys. Feel free to watch the replay and please comment if I touch on something that you feel you would like me to talk about a little bit more. And I'm looking forward to another live session. So have an amazing Friday morning, and if you're in the US, Thursday night. So bye bye everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.